dropping truth bombs, touch our style. Gossip sharper than a barbershop blade. Box of secrets stacked century made. All up in the business, airing the scroll. Confessions poured fast, out of control. Sipping talk sessions, yeah we unfold. Spilling deep piping as the stories get told. Drama brewed strong, ain't decaf, nah. Twisted tales hotter than grandma's spa. Join Miss Londa bold with the caps. Tongues doing hate cardio, no nap.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. Welcome my co-host King D. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
All right. So yeah, you guys, we have some tea for you this evening. I mean, non-stop tea. Okay, but before I get into that, I wanted to share a video and I wanted to see what other people's opinions or thoughts of this.
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one, two. Woo! Give a clap, everybody.
Now, you know she was singing happy birthday to the little black girl, right?
Yes.
Hello,
Seen
Adrian.
this. I've seen this, and I didn't want to send it to you because I didn't know if it would be okay to share in this setting or if I just didn't want to send this to you. But I've seen this. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't innocent. You know what I
No.
mean? You could tell by the way she he at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was I just don't understand when it comes to kids. Like, people have no. Yeah.
We live in a society where everyone wants to turn a blind eye to everything, but I always stay with the reference. If you see one roach somewhere, 9 times out of 10, there's 1,000. And this is a perfect example of that being it. I'm not saying that she's a roach, but for those of you who can read in between the lines, you know exactly what I mean. This is the baby. And if she can do this to a baby, just imagine the thoughts behind what she could possibly do to adults. This was upsetting, and she probably broke that little boy's spirit. And some people think that children are not awake as people give in speech, but some
Mhm.
children do understand, and I can tell by the look on his face he knew.
I was just gonna say that the look on his face didn't say that he didn't understand. He didn't look too happy about that.
Mm-mm.
So
None
yeah.
whatsoever.
All right, so I wanted to just share that. So now, you guys, we're gonna get into the tea, all of the tea with Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, JT, Hennessy, even
Santana.
yeah, Santana stepped into the
Baby,
comment.
I got something for you to play.
I think I was listening to it earlier, but
Let
like,
me see.
goodness gracious! And I'm gonna say this:
Uh-huh.
Magnet 8,
Megan?
Magnet, Cardi's
Me-
new song.
oh, you know what? That part I have not heard.
I
As a matter
can't
of
play
fact,
it on here because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I
copyrighted, right.
have the lyrics. I'm gonna
Well,
bring them up right quick.
I have a few things that I could possibly send to you, and there's a few things that I can also read.
Okay.
Um, so the first one is updated news that just got released 2 hours ago, and apparently this next piece of evidence I have was Santana's response to apparently what's been going on in the media. She ate somebody up, child, and I can tell you it was not polite.
JT. It was JT. That's who he was eating up. Is that what you just sent me?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay. Let me go. Go. Yeah.
Um,
He ate
and for the
her up.
people who watching on the outside while we waiting, we also do have a loud response from Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I saw that too. I said, "Whoa!" Everybody stepping up in the comments. Okay. Wait. Which one is this? I want the Santana
Okay.
one. Is this
We
it?
actually, if we have time, we have a lot of things, honey. I got responses from Charlemagne, I got responses from Santana, and I also have responses from Tia Kim. How you doing, Marty?
Oh, I shared that one. Even though I don't like Tia Kemp, I saved that one too.
Ah, it's not that I don't like Young T. Uh, Young T is decent. Young T is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just her stance on the whole Nikki and Cardi situation kind of annoyed me. And I'm gonna
Um,
give my response, once we get to that.
is this the video of Santana, or is it
One
just
of them, one of them, the video of the one I sent for Santana, I actually have that audio. I need to find the audio because I have
that's
the
what I was?
audio.
Let me see, because it was on YouTube earlier. Let me see if I can find it right quick.
Yeah. I should probably go back on it. Oh, yeah, that is the audio. Yeah,
That
that is the
is.
audio. Uh-huh. The
I
one of
was,
Santana with the pink horn. This one.
okay, hold on with the
Uh,
pink. Oh, okay, I clicked on the wrong one. My bad.
You're fine.
Can y'all hear it?
You probably got to click on mute.
Out of respect for you, we always fucking spared you. Bitch, that was never the case, bitch. You thought you was bigger than the program. Bitch, Carisha was still
Hey,
doing the city
Marty.
girl shuffle with you, push you on act bad. Y'all was still performing, still doing every motherfucking thing. Still doing everything together. You had a rich, raw ass rock star. She had a billionaire nigga. What was the problem? Bitch, it was always you. You was the motherfucking problem. Snake ass toe. Let Nikki come and played all in your motherfucking face, bitch, and broke up your motherfucking group. Bitch, that's what you wanted, bitch. Bitches had to find out about motherfucking super freaky girl on the internet. Bitch, how you gonna group with a hoe and don't tell her that you got a Nicki Minaj feature? The first time you was arguing with Cardi B, bitch, Nikki texts Carisha. You and Santana not gonna say nothing? No. They arguing about you. Nobody not getting in that lap dog, roof, bark like that mangy ass mutt that you sit at home with, lonely bitch. Stop playing games on this internet, hoe. I'm sick of you. Funny shaped ass bitch, funny. Can't wear two pieces to always look like a bodysuit, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? A flop bitch flop wear Chanel flip flops. Let me go through these motherfucking text messages so I don't miss nothing. Mind you, she woke up texting. You woke up texting me today. Bitch, how dare you get on the internet and say my album bullshit? Bitch, City Cinderella had no replay value at all. City Cinderella had no replay value, bitch. And you know that. Album was trash. Garbage. How dare you? Whack ass motherfucking album. How and I was such a solid bitch. Still some anybody that watched me, y'all know damn well. Bitch, I play JT on my streams, all that, rap that shit in the club, never been no hating ass bitch. If a bitch gotta hit, a bitch gotta hit. That even go with other people I don't fucking like or don't care for me. I play everybody music on my fucking stream, bro. Everybody. That album was trash. And City Cinderella was a city girl idea. Thief. That wasn't for you. That was for the group, huh? Bitch, when it comes to Cinderellas, we knew which one was Cinderella, and we knew which one was the evil, ugly stepsister. Fuck you talking about how? I did call you
Wow.
ugly. Did I lie? Did I fucking lie? Nicki Minaj Junior Cheeseburger. Huh?
Is that it?
Nobody don't got no problem with you. Bitches out here striving and thriving, getting money. Out of respect for you, we always fucking spared you. Bitch, that was never the case,
Um,
bitch. You thought you was
that's
bigger than the
it.
program. Bitch, Carisha was still doing the city girl shuffle with you. Push.
Now I don't know how he got brought into the into the chat or whatever. But I'm
To be
assuming
honest with you,
he
it,
said
it, it
something.
kind of happened overnight because I don't remember seeing anything myself specifically about Santana. But when somebody says something about the City Girls, he's always going to be mentioned due to the fact that he's technically part of the City Girls. Um, People were on the internet calling individual folks out about certain situations. Like for an example, somebody had told Nikki to post a picture that she had with JT. Nicki Minaj responded and said, "I ain't saying a motherfucking thing. Well, post or nothing." So I'm guessing somebody also went to him and said something, and this was his response. And he also did say that JT texted him early in the morning saying some crazy shit.
Okay. I also wanted to point out. Hold on one second. Where is it? Because people have been getting on coming for Nikki for bringing the child into it.
I stood, even though it's not okay, and then I will never say that talking about someone else's child is okay. But I drew a blind eye to Nikki saying something about Cardi's child due to the fact that Cardi, just not too long ago, you were on the internet. And I have the screenshot of exactly what she said if I need to read it out loud. You sat on the internet and you drug black women, calling them roaches and monkeys. And so
Those are
the
women.
reason why, yeah, women. So the reason why I turned a blind eye to it is because it's like, I can get what Nikki is doing. I feel like she's bullying her on purpose. Is feeding her back her karma. Now, I'm not saying that Nikki is the proper person who should be giving Cardi her karma, but I can also understand Nikki's status. You are coming close to the age where retirement may be a question, and you don't necessarily want to hand that spot up to somebody who's going to be childish and immature and not stand for what you standing for. I don't know. It can go both ways. It's a mix of emotions, but you got to know the facts in order to understand where both sides are coming from.
So okay, so I have to respectfully disagree because okay, I
Hmm.
can understand what you're saying about her coming at women and calling them monkeys and whatnot, but
Right.
those are grown women who can defend themselves. A
Exactly.
child is just off limits. Child, you can't teach kids to stay in a child's place, but then throw them in grown folks' business.
Correct.
So that's where yeah.
I just
So
don't think neither one should have said anything about anybody's children. Regardless of if Nikki is trying to teach a lesson or get some type of message out. I believe they're both wrong. Outside of talking about the children and each other's family, I can see her point in doing it, but it doesn't make it okay because she has a valid point.
mm, I
Kids
don't
are
know.
off limits, period. Correct, Marty. Kids are off limits. Dead family members should be off limits. Families in general should be off limits. If you have beef with someone, you need to settle the beef with the person you have beef with and not their significant others or family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but kids though,
Mm.
there's just no excuse. There's is no validation for that.
Correct.
Like if I'm cussing you out and calling you ugly bitches and whatnot, bitch, you call me something. Don't bring my kid into it. That's just I don't know.
That,
That's
because, girl, it's showing you weak and you really can't continue the argument.
what you
It's
mean. You
childish.
don't know. I could find a whole lot of. I bet you I could find a whole lot of shit I could say about somebody in the argument just looking at them.
That that she stooped a little too low. I believe Nikki kind of came off her throne a little bit, trying to match Cardi's energy. But my thing is, I want to know what specifically made Nikki go off. Apparently, there was a rumor online, and this is all alleged. Um, Apparently Cardi started it first, but I still can't figure out what post was made that signifies who started what. A lot of people are saying that Nicki's just mad because Cardi dropped a new album and is doing these sales and it outsold Pink Friday too. But then some other people are pulling up statistics
It
saying,
made the Billboard. It was something else that she got awarded on too, and I was wondering that myself because this it seemed like all of this started once her album dropped.
mhm, it did.
But
I'm not gonna hold you. It did.
there might be a verse in there about Nikki too in the song Magnet that I was just telling you eats
And
earlier.
see, that's why I asked you, like, what is the tea behind this song Magnet? Because you're gonna make me go listen to the whole album.
Okay, before I go, let me pull up the verses. Hold on one second.
She ain't got no throne. Oh,
I
okay.
don't really care for Nikki, really, honestly. I mean, she has some songs that I liked back in the day.
Mm,
I don't
I
really
don't.
care for her right now.
Yeah, I don't care for her, but I care for the artistry. I care for her pen, not so much as her. I care for anybody's pen. If Beyonce started doing crazy things, it would be I don't like Beyonce, but I love her pen. You know what I mean? Right is right and wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, those who need to own up to the BS that they give.
Oops. Copy.
It's a bit childish. I feel like if you ain't got no other way to market yourself besides drama, leave.
Yeah, I blame that on the
She
industry.
really don't have no throne, period. A lot of people saying that. A lot of people saying that the original Pink Queen is Kim.
Lil Kim, yeah.
A lot of people are saying that actually he is resurfacing on the internet because of this fight. So a lot of people are bringing up interviews that Little Kim had on, I guess, podcast or radio interviews where Kim is talking about a situation to where Nikki never really wanted another female rapper as big as Kim or anybody else to stand next to her because she wanted it all for herself. And I can see some greed and hunger in it and selfishness. She did the same to Lil Kim, the person who paved the way for her.
So
You know
I
what they
don't know
say?
if this verse right here, it says, if a bitch wants smoke with me, then we can link whenever. Let's do it. Until then, I'm in my bed. Just rub my feet together. Slow face bitch. Whose spot is you taking? My spot's forever, ho. I'm like a Dalmanian. Who them vanity Chanel's for? Not me. Y'all bitches post them shits up. All y'all want, but not see. Gotta do the jumbo. Might just do the maxi. I like a classy bag. Gotta keep it classy. A B C D E F G. These bitches can't fuck with me. Coochie tastes like honeycomb. Talking on my money phone. Shout out to my hoes that wear the pants like Kamala. Got my baby daddy acting like my baby mama. And then
Nicki Minaj.
this one right here, we all know who this one was towards. It says, now let's talk about the hating ass bitch, ungrateful ass bitch. I don't care. Met somebody, gotta say it ass bitch. Fake friend ass bitch. A clown ass bitch. On the net, kick your friend while she down ass bitch. Your loyalty depends on who you around ass bitch. Backdoor hoe. Hating on the low ass bitch. You a shady ass bitch. You've been trash since birth. Mama didn't want you. Brenda's baby ass bitch. Tail wagging ass bitch, feeder ass bitch, all that riding still ain't getting no feature ass bitch. She just mad she got a nigga be sharing bags with. My nigga cheap, but I don't stick no dildos in his bitch. You look a hot mess, easily impressed ass bitch. You never gave looks, you started getting dressed ass bitch. Ricky Yoda only fashion house, you know ass bitch. You should have asked me, would have took you to the show, little bitch.
So I don't know who that's about specifically, and I'm definitely not going to create no controversy behind it
I
or
think
rumors.
it's about.
So
I'm gonna say it is about JT.
I was gonna say either JT or a Bia because no shade, I heard she drugged Bia. She drugged Bia. Um, do you have any of their posts? Because I definitely got some screenshotted and
Yeah.
it's going out of the way. So I was over on Twitter and I started seeing some of the things that Cardi was posting. But before I get into that, let's read the comments. It says, I lost respect for Nikki once she started putting that coke up her nose, shaking my head, all her music has been off. Child, well, they said it was rumors about coke, but Nikki is also an animated person, so we really can't tell. But Cardi B posted on Twitter 17 hours ago. She said, quiet as this kept. The truth is, you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years, and you also on heavy drugs, cocaine, perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty, and you know what happens with that Amex. Wait, what the? I can't even see when you sedated. Wow. That was a heavy blow. This is another post that was brought up once the controversy and conversations around the things that Nikki said about her kids and the things that Cardi said about other women and their kids. It says Cardi B admits talking about other people's kids in a resurfaced video. Quote, like I really feel a certain type of way and I'ma come for you. Like if I got to talk about your kids, I will. If you got rest in peace, this and that, I'm gonna talk about the dead person. I'm talking that I'm gonna hurt your feelings, like because I'm very sensitive. Reading her quotes are like crazy. Let me see what else I have. Nicki Minaj said A B C D E F G. Rap like Barney, still ugly. Cardi said nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. Let me see what else I got here. Cardi B also said, "Bitch, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful, and you know that. Your hate is so deep, dark, and nasty because your son nonverbal because you fucked him up with them drugs. So you jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Bitch, where the fuck you at? Stop talking." And the quote "Where you at" was regarding to a post that Nicki made on Twitter asking Cardi where she's at, telling her to come outside. And so Nikki responds is, "Girl, you know I'm pregnant, but you know, if you always want to drop a location, I can easily pull up. I got hitters outside just like how you do."
So it says the internet wants to cancel Nikki for what she said about Cardi's kids. And so some of the comments are saying, I canceled her years ago. I'm here for Cardi. I don't know what all these emojis is, but go fix that cholesterol face. She don't even know you. Stop being biased. They both should be canceled. Y'all are a part of the problem. I canceled her years ago, is what I said. I don't like her. I'm a grown woman. You don't tell me what to do. So they're arguing in the comments about, I guess,
They
yeah.
Everyone is dragging her from every corner because not only did she continue to say something about Cardi B culture and the rest of her kids, but as of today, she's also dragging Jay Z and Beyonce. Apparently, there are rumors surfacing online that Nicki Minaj made a out loud statement that Jay Z and Beyonce is starting to copy her. But I really don't see the copy her. Beyonce tours different. She has a different form of respect online, and she's not always on here arguing with girls who are like 16 years old compared to her big age, which is 40 something. And I don't even know what Nicki Minaj age is, but when it comes to Beyonce and Nicki Minaj, there's definitely no comparison. And myself, as a fan of both of them, have to make a post because I just don't stand for that. If you're going to be angry about what you're going to be angry about. But Beyonce has done nothing to you but uplift you and actually give you your stage presence because before you started doing the things that you did, it was the Queen Bee who was behind stage helping you and making sure that you were okay on stage when it was time for you to do your live performance. And that was one of the parts that I have to step in and agree on. I just don't believe that you should be on the internet making a ruckus because certain things ain't going your way or you feel like, excuse my language, you got fucked out of your money. That means you need to start handling your business correctly instead of blaming other people for your problems.
Yeah, do you think she's a little bit unhumble?
To an extent, yes, I do believe she is unhumble. Now, this is where people might look at me strange because I always say that I'm 50-50, but I'm 50-50 for a good reason. There are a younger generation of girls who are coming up that do need a spotlight and who probably do need some training. But I can also agree with the fact that Nikki spits facts when she talks about, what the younger girls are going through, just like how Beyonce does the thing. Beyonce said out her mouth, the girls don't create albums no more. Nobody creates a body of work. Everybody's looking for that one hit song to go viral, and then once that song goes viral and it's not viral anymore, you burn out and you don't have any more money. As opposed to Nikki, who's saying, you girls don't really have talent in your pens. You're not pushing them. You're not thinking about it. You're not actually exercising your rights to be a right rapper. You're trying to be trendy. You're trying to sound a certain way. You're trying to blend into this era instead of going into your career with your personality. But I draw the line at Nikki bullying people because they're not exactly like her. There will never be another Nikki because your mom gave birth to you. She didn't give birth to the rest of these girls. So be grateful for the gift that you have and keep it moving. If no one else can do it, that's not your problem.
Right. Do you think that's her feelings towards not wanting to help her sister?
I believe Nikki is just like anybody else who have siblings. I have something, and I'm willing to help you. But don't think just because we're related half by half blood, I'm supposed to pour my entire fortune into you. You are not my obligation. You are my sister. Your father's and your mother's job is, to pour into you. As a big sister, I can only navigate you in a certain ways. I can give you tips, and I can even give you a starter. But what you won't do is think that just because you're related to me, you're gonna walk up to me and feel like I have to give you the world just because we're related by blood. That doesn't mean anything. You have to work for your spot, and I agree with that. No one should get handed anything easily. If he was giving that, I feel like Nikki could have possibly helped her, but it's also about how you carry yourself. But the same thing with Nikki, girl, with you doing so much on the internet is just like, can you really say the things that you say about your little sister? It becomes invalid when you're on the internet acting like a child, just like your sister.
Right. So Charlamagne the God basically shares that he feels that Nikki has all the accolades and all the success and still manages to come off miserable.
To come off what?
Miserable.
Miserable.
So basically, a
Yeah.
lot of people feel like she's miserable, and this is why she's doing the things that she's doing.
Well, it's given, you're bored. Don't get me wrong, Nikki is good. I love her her layer of personalities and things like that, but no one wants to see you angry all the time. You just had a kid, for crying out loud. You should have some sort of face that resembles a piece of happiness. Now, she does have some legal allegations going on at the minute with Jay-Z and the company that he owns, and unfortunately, Jay-Z allegedly owes her money from whatever project it is that they worked on. But be a grown woman and go handle that behind closed doors, with your lawyers. But to go on the internet and start, I agree with Charlamagne. You're losing your value by indirectly destroying yourself. The problem is you want to be separated from so many of the girls so bad because you have this status, but you don't behave that way. You can't say you think this way, but then go on the internet and broadcast it a different way. Those things need to meet in the middle. You should have your opinion, your actions to also match that. That's just like Beyonce getting into it with, you know, um, whoever Beyonce has trained. Chloe, for an example. It's like Beyonce and Chloe getting into it, and Beyonce is saying all of the things that Nikki is saying, but your action is not showing it. Beyonce say things through her music, and her actions make up for that. You know what I mean? Nikki
Hmm.
wants to be petty and childish and get dirty on the internet with the rest of the children.
Agreed. Yeah.
Cardi B and one of Ice Spice's team members, his name is James. She mentions James in the audio. They were online, going back and forth. Conversation is about who leaked the audio. Nicki Minaj commented on that. She basically was saying that Cardi leaked the audio, right? So then now the two of them start going back and forth. Well, first, Nicki also addresses Cardi saying the fertility issues thing. She says that she's never had fertility issues and it's not something that should be used lightly because there are women who deal with that. And, you know, prayers to those women. But Cardi mentions, listen, it's your son's birthday because yesterday was Papa Bear's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And you're on Twitter dedicating essays to me. For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. So then they start arguing back and forth about the night that they actually ran into each other in New York. Then Cardi B mentions, because it's been a conversation about whether she mentioned Nicki on this album. Nicki posted referencing a line that I'm assuming she thought was about her. Cardi cleared it up. She said, how are you pressed over an album you haven't got a hit on or a mention in? Your feelings are hurt because I haven't paid you no attention. You haven't even cut your kid's cake yet. It's 6 o'clock in LA. You must have took your first line of the day. So then Nicki tweets Barney B and Culture Vulture. You know, Culture is Cardi B and Offset's daughter. And then of course, Cardi responds and she says, listen, that's the last time you're going to be mentioning my kids. You know, we're not about to do that, basically. Nicki Minaj then calls Culture ugly. And then it gets really like crazy after, you know, I mean, it was already crazy, but it gets really crazy after that. You know, Cardi responds and says, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful and you know that. Your hate is so deep and dark and nasty because your son is nonverbal because you effed him up with drugs, so you're jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Now these are all things that Cardi are alleging, and she's like, where are you at, stop talking. So they go back and forth a bit, mentioning the kids and, you know, just a ton of different things that I really don't even want to like read in full.
Nikki, how can you mention the fertility issue, right? Like, which is something very serious for a lot of women, you know, who are unable to have children, and then you turn around and you call somebody's kid ugly.
Agreed.
Cardi, you cannot talk about nobody's kids. You pregnant. Like, it's a lot. I think it's irresponsible on both women's part. Nikki just seemed miserable. Like, I'm sorry, that's your gut punch right there. And mind you, we still have to wait till March to hear your raps.
Music.
To hear your music. To hear whatever the clapback is musically. We still got to wait till March while we watching this unfold right here.
Yeah, they both went to hell on each other.
Crazy.
And this is why Cardi should have never responded to Nikki.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is social media's fault because y'all love to say lyrics be about people that they don't be about. Cardi just confirmed she wasn't shooting at Nikki
At
on none
all
of
on
them
the
lyrics.
album. Yeah, she did confirm that.
I don't like this. See, I don't like it when you throw the kids in it, right?
Yeah, that's
And,
crazy.
you know, you can't say somebody's going too far when you talk about somebody's kids because some people say, well, play the higher road. No, I'm going to hell with you. You talk
Yeah.
about my kids.
Yeah.
I'm talking about yours. It should have never got that far. They should have never talked about each other's kids. I just don't like that. This is
And I,
Yeah.
and,
It's not
and I
needed.
will say, I respect Nikki as an artist, but when I read her tweets and she starts trying to label people good and evil, it really makes me think of Isaiah 5:20. Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Because if she believes that she comes off as a peaceful, loving, God-fearing human, she's bugging. Like, you can literally feel the darkness from her tweets. And honestly, that's why you shouldn't even engage with her, because when you match that kind of energy, you come off looking dark too.
You're right. And the one thing I would always say, when you're in your light and the light is shining on you, people will try to take that light away,
Absolutely.
right? Cardi B just released a amazing body of work. It's selling greatly. She had an amazing rollout. She's having a child coming up. She's doing a tour. But sometimes you just got to enjoy the light.
And Jess said something that's real too. Nikki has all those accolades, all that success, and still manages to come off as miserable. Like, how do you beef with everybody? Lil Kim, Remy Ma, Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Mariah Carey. Like, that's not a pink print. That's a stink print. Okay, Nikki energy just comes off as nasty and stink. That's what y'all should be called. It's a stink print. Like, that's disgusting.
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are going at it again.
Some
Still.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Played out audio.
He said same print, girl. That just took me out of here.
Wait, did I cut it off too soon?
I don't believe you did. No.
Oh, okay. For once, as arrogant as Charlamagne is, I have to agree with him. I mean,
Yeah, I'm surprised just not so hilarious. It's actually making sense on the platform for once in a while. They kind of ate that up. It was clean.
yeah, they,
Um,
yeah.
it's starting to show. All of the things that weren't true before are now becoming true, and it's just because she just keeps solidifying herself. Just worry about yourself. Be happy. Be married with your husband, apparently, who didn't do it allegedly, because we don't have those facts. Be happy with your kid. We don't know if he's verbal or nonverbal. Nobody knows anything because these are celebrities once again, and we only know what the media portrays. I just wish that when people spoke, they spoke with common sense and they come with evidence. Don't say something about somebody unless you got facts to, you know, just put out there. But Nikki, honey, it looks like you're going down a terrible road. You just need to back up, be humbled, disappear until your album come out, and then we'll understand. But probably then, not even then, because
In
there's
hope
no
that
excuses for
people
the childish
support
behavior.
the album since now you've came out like this.
Okay, girl, and they saying you. So let's hope that album is like worth listening to.
You're right. Okay, so we got a horse here.
What the fuck are you talking about? I
Oh,
ain't got no teams. Like, what the fuck I need to be on a team for? I love Cardi B. I ain't with all that animated ass shit. It's time to stop all that Bobby shit and grow the fuck up. Who the fuck want to be a Bobby doll? Bitch, we at our 40s. I'm about to be 49 next month. I ain't no motherfucking doll, baby. I ain't shit to play with. Yeah, I'm on that real shit. You gotta be real. I like them both, but you already know I love me some motherfucking Cardi. And Cardi is unmatched. Yeah, she a real person to me. She ain't all that crazy fucked up shit. What? I'm a great bro. I'm a great bro. One way. Bitch, what the fuck? Come on, man. I ain't with all them sound. Team Nikki or Cardi. What the fuck are you talking about? I ain't got no teams. Like, what the fuck I need to be on a team for?
Okay, that's enough of her. So, what was your thoughts on her?
Jonesy can't say she don't like animated people when she's very animated. But I just feel like I can't necessarily make commentation on that because Nikki, she is who she is, and I do feel like outside of the music, she is the animated. If you are have been a fan of Nicki Minaj since the beginning, especially with the come up DVD and things of that sort, when people were doing street interviews of her, that was all in her personality before she, came to what she is today. I just believe that it's one thing to be animated and have a characteristics that edge out your personality, onto the world because you are who you are, but you have to separate that from being childish. Just because you have a personality that may seem a little bubbly and childish doesn't mean you can actually go into the public and deal with other adults and be childish. Um,
So
hmm?
I guess she was asked to leave New York or something.
To leave New York.
Nikki, it says Nicki Minaj claims she was asked to leave New York and accuses Cardi B of mocking her son. Cardi responds, I'm not going to let her flip the narrative.
Now this got to be new news because I had no idea she was asked to leave New York.
It says, and then Nicki Minaj says, guess who just got a call telling me I have to leave New York? Is that not suspicious? LOL, we're not going anywhere. I guarantee you that 304 will never ever get on my net and discuss another black baby again. I can guarantee you that 304 will never ever call black women roaches and monkeys again. It's funny how all the other queens stay silent while she mocked my son for years. Wait, I mocked your son? I posted my kids are so smart for being 3 years old, spelling out his name because I was so proud of that. And your fans started attacking my kid, and even my sister had to jump because why was Wave being attacked? And it's all because you and your fans are insecure about your own child, so nobody can brag on theirs. Please bring receipts now of when I mocked your son. You not flipping the narrative like you did in 2018. Bring the receipts out. My kids are so smart. This is, I guess she's showing the tweet that she wrote. And then she said, I'm lost. I can't be proud of my son spelling his name and other things at 3.
And put them over here. Okay.
And so I guess that's just that.
That's really ridiculous. At this point, both ladies just need to call it quits. Cardi B is at the opening of her career still, due to the fact that this would be the. Oh, are you saying something?
No, you could go. I'm just
Oh, I'm sorry.
refreshing.
Yeah, Cardi B is at the opening of her career. This is the only second album that she put out. A lot of people were questioning Cardi at the beginning because we felt like, well, you've been out for a while and we are expecting this, but we also have to understand that times change and we won't get things as fast as we, used to then. And so we, like time, has to get in shape with the way society is being ran nowadays. So I believe people should allow Cardi a grace period. People should allow her to, do things on the pace that she does. She has a family now. She's a mom. She's going through divorce. She's going through this. We also have to respect the fact that these people are human. They're not robots. No one should be expecting these people to say F their families just because, you want music. So I'll give Cardi a pass with that. Nikki just needs to mature a little more and understand that, girl, we get it. You did what you did. And now it's unfortunately time for you to pass that crown or just the attention on to somebody else. It sounds like she's just being very stingy. And as far as her business with everybody else, that ain't none of our business. We should know about the court cases you got going on with Jay-Z because bringing it to the media gets you nowhere. What can we do? We're just fans. We're watching.
Right. Brenda says you got to be a miserable person to talk about a child when you're into it with parents. She also says misery loves company. I think that's it for the comments.
Mhm.
Let me see if I have something else. I think I've shared everything. Oh, I wanted to show that now my internet wants to act slow. Okay. So Cardi breaks the Genius World Record for most signed items sold in 8 hours.
Come on, Guinness World Records. Yes, Cardi. See, accomplishing new
So
things.
this
Okay.
is what I'm saying, and where I can probably kind of agree with a lot of people because this argument came out of nowhere from Nikki.
It did. I didn't even, for me to not know what's going on, you know something is wrong. I don't understand why she did that. But you know what? I did have a conversation with someone else who's into the media and uncovered things. They all believe that this is a huge PR stunt.
Well, you know what? I can agree with PR stuff, but like y'all gotta leave the kids out of it. You don't need to. Oops, you don't need to
Yeah,
bring.
definitely leave the kids out of it because, girl, you say something about my kids on the internet, I might just have to come find you. I don't agree with that. Like, and with Nikki, although you try to teach her, I feel like it was uncalled for. Because, girl, for you to be so intellectual behind this pen and figure out so many ways to say so many things about people, and no one really catches on to it besides the people who are smart enough to understand how to read and your fan base for you to go for Cardi Kids is just like, girl, are you gonna call her out and make sure she learns her lesson, or are you gonna also join the same circle that you're calling out? It's giving hypocrisy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Her marketing, the way she did it, it was dope. Like when people ordered her music, she had the drones deliver it, and when the drone delivered it, was playing her, playing her music.
Girl, I heard that too. Cardi had snap with that, but I was so proud of her.
Yeah,
Cardi's a baby. She
said
was
she's
listening
a
to Nikki
baby.
when she's a baby. And I'm starting to understand that now as time goes. We known Nikki for so long, girl. The Come Up DVD and the Lil Wayne and the Cash. We've been here with you for a lifetime. It's kind of hard to understand when somebody else is going through. So that's why I'm going to be at the 50-50 marker. Cardi is, it's like a newborn baby. She's learning her way, not to mention her struggles and her come up. I'm not saying Nikki didn't go through things, but everybody has a different mentality. And Cardi is not. No, she didn't have as much hope. She didn't have as much pampering. You had a group of guys that wanted to see you make it to the top, and that's exactly where you made it. Cardi had nobody dragging through her. She was a stripper. She ended up on a crashy ass TV show that I really don't like. She was in the studio for 2 hours with only two lines written on her paper. I can tell that she was really new to this life. You have a passion and drive for it. Cardi has a passion and drive for it, but she needed to make sure that this was what her passion is supposed to be, and she's slowly making her way there. You know what I mean? I just feel like we need to get Cardi a chance.
Yeah. You said, are you talking about loving hip hop?
Yeah, that's the one she was on. Yeah.
She's the only one from loving hip hop that pretty much got on here and did what she
And
needed to do and made it to where she's at.
that's what I'm saying. And for those of you who watch this show often, if you remember a couple of days ago when we were just on here having this episode, we were talking about the Jocelyn Hernandez situation, her calling out two people who she feel like should have moved on. And this is an example of that. Some people have that, and it's just that and only that. And that is the only thing that will be able to make a dime for and move on. And to have Cardi B getting treated like she's dog trash simply just because she's not pushing a pen like Nikki or sounding like Nikki. The issue is people want Cardi to be Nikki, and they have to realize she is not Nikki. She will never be Nikki. Not it's she will never be Nikki isn't offensive. It's just she will never be Nikki because Nikki's Nikki and Cardi is Cardi, and people need to like understand it. I don't
Right.
understand what people is missing.
If she was coming out trying to be Nikki, then they would say she was a replica, or you know what I mean? Like,
A lot of people thought she was a industry plant, but at the same time, this person also admitted that you were her role model, girl. She wanted to rap like you. She was listening to you in school, and then you also did set trends. You also did start the weave, and you also did start this. So stop saying someone wants to be like you when they're really just inspired by you. But it's hard for an adult to come to somebody else and say, hey, you're a role model to me, this, that, and the third, when you're giving so much push. Excuse my language, but no one wants to talk to an ignorant bitch.
okay, well,
I'm sorry.
and for those, I wonder, do I still have that? You do. The video of Jocelyn Hernandez. I mean,
I can't flag it in the messages if you need me to.
I'm going right now. Oh, did you get to check out the video that I sent you about Tamar and Tony Braxton's niece? She did an
The
interview.
updated.
Didn't I tell you that somebody was going to do an interview with her?
Yeah, I believe we did discuss that. Somebody. I mean, this is not something that's just gonna blow over. I didn't even get a chance to watch it because I was so invested in this internet beef. Marty Below says that demon talking to
Rashida.
her.
Oh God.
Okay.
And Yandy. Because I commented on something I saw earlier.
Rashida
like,
Kirk, they saying they were like the king and queen or something like that.
No, fuck that. They could have that. Bitch, big queen and queen of the motherfucking chicken spot hoe. I don't care. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. No, that they're going back and forth at each other that way in the sense of like, we're two grown women and we're sitting up here disrespecting us because we got two dolls out the leech.
I think that. And you know, they were good friends. That's the whole thing. That's what's really crazy.
The fact that it has come to this is just like,
I don't even know.
it's so
I just think
disheartening
them arguing.
to
I was
witness.
thrown by it. I'm like, wasn't they cool?
Yeah, I'm really like, you know what I want? I want Rashida to retire from Love and Hip Hop. Like, I want Rashida to retire from Love and Hip Hop, and I also want Yanni to retire from Love and Hip Hop.
They both have been on from like the beginning.
You know what? They can actually come get me to produce a nice, clean show with young, fresh meat that are entertaining. No, and
for
different
real.
things. Because
That
it's like,
sound good.
come on, you. It's like it's time for elevation. You can't keep being the same dead dog. I cannot believe that I am witnessing Rashida.
Oh God.
And Yandy. Because I commented on something I saw earlier.
Rashida Kirk, they saying they were like the king and queen or something like that.
No, fuck that. They could have that. Bitch, big queen and queen of the motherfucking chicken spot hoe. I don't care. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. No, that they're going back and forth at each other that way in the sense of like, we're two grown women and we're sitting up here disrespecting us because we got two dolls out the leech.
I think that.
And you know, they were. So that's what their argument is about, is that both of their men are out here cheating.
I'm guessing. I'm not even really sure. I'm not sure. And then like what can she use to fully back it up all the way though?
Who, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
To back what up? That they're arguing about their men being cheating?
She's talking about what was it? What were the girls' names?
Yandy and Rashida.
Right, Yandy and Rashida. That's who she was talking about?
Yeah. Well, we know Kirk cheats.
No,
And
well,
it's been
it's
alleged that Mendici's been cheating too. I think
now that's the only person I don't know about. Kirk was already on the map. The second, I didn't know about that one. I have no idea about that one.
Yeah, I've been seeing little things that's been kind of coming out about Mendici's, but I haven't like really seen any like, you know, something that says, yeah, he's busted type shit. But Kirk stay getting busted, so.
I mean, I stopped watching them a long time ago. Okay, like once everything kicked out, Jocelyn, it stopped. As a matter of fact, I believe I stopped after the scandal with Kirk's son. Because remember, his son was being plastered all over the internet for being gay, and his son had a sex tape or something of himself doing whatever released on it. And that's when I had left. So the situation about Mendici's
That's the same son that was just recently plastered on the internet for the unaliving of the sister's boyfriend too, right? You didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll tell you what the boyfriend's name was.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was viral for a minute I'll say about a month ago.
Right. No, none of that came across my news feed at all.
The guy was supposed to be an Atlanta rapper. T Hood. So their son, what's the son's name? What is the son's name?
Uh, um. Oh, and I know his name
Kai.
too.
Kai.
Oh, yes,
Kai.
that is his name. Yeah.
Okay, so it says the victim, rapper T Hood, real name Tevin Hood, was pow-powed and unalived at his home in Georgia.
Right.
The unaliving occurred during a domestic disturbance involving T Hood and Kai's half sister Kelsey Frost. Kelsey and T Hood had been dating, and police reported that Kelsey sustained physical injuries during the incident. Suspect identified, the Gwinnett County Police Department identified Kai Lasheed Frost as the primary suspect. It had been ruled as self-defense. Basically, he shot him. He was shot, I think, 6 or 7 times. I know there was like maybe 4 or 5 to the back, one in the side, and it was another one somewhere else. But yeah, it was self-defense. It says no charges were filed. Citing the self-defense ruling, police referred the case to the district attorney's office without charging Kai Frost.
They be trying to make it seem like these little celebrity kids be so innocent because they got all this money and all of that. Child, please, y'all ain't no better than somebody raising their projects. That's ridiculous. And you just like embarrassing your family. Kai, I can't do that. But this is a shame. I'm not getting with self-defense, but being rich and having my parents as well as myself plastered all over the internet since birth really just don't give me the okay to like just go do whatever or get into situations. Now, granted, stuff happens and you have no control over life, but girl, what were you doing that you?
It has been said that the guy was abusing her, because it was
Right.
even said that Kirk, the father, basically had kind of stayed out of it because basically he knew she was going to run back to him. So how I was looking at it is, did he walk in and he was, abusing his sister, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just don't know.
No, we don't. And that's the thing about the internet. The stories are going to get spun into the actual truth eventually comes out or somebody gets taken to court.
Yeah. Well, that's been like a month or two ago, and he hasn't been charged yet. So I don't know.
I'm gonna need for them to sit all the way down, but I guess I can stay tuned and look into that so we can get some results.
Yeah. All right. So that's all we have for you guys this evening. We would like to thank you guys for tapping in and jumping in the comments. Until next time, you guys all have a nice day.
Night.
Sipping tea steady, kettle gone wild. Dropping truth bombs, touch our style. Gossip sharper than a barbershop blade. Box of secrets stacked century made. All up in the business, airing the scroll. Confessions poured fast, out of control. Sipping talk sessions, yeah we unfold. Spilling deep piping as the stories get told. Drama brewed strong, ain't the calf nah. Twisted tales hotter than grandma spa. Join Ms. Londa bold with the caps. Tongues doing hate cardio, no nap. All